Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to your favorite English bulletin, The News. We are broadcasting live from TVT Studios here in Lomé. In the headlines today, President of the Council for Esazmna Nyasingbe attended the 7th AU-EU Summit in Luanda, joining African and European leaders to discuss security, economic cooperation, and the future of the continent's partnership with Europe. He emphasized key strategies to address shared challenges, and will bring you the details shortly. The Directorate of Road and Rail Transport has launched a nationwide awareness campaign to educate road users and transport stakeholders on key safety issues, highlighting new technologies and preventive measures to make travel in Togo safer. Stay with us, we bring you all the details shortly. And yes, it is always a pleasure to have you join us. At the 7th AU and EU Summit in Luanda, the stakes are high and the message is clear. Africa and Europe must shape their futures together. The arrival of the President of the Council for Esazmna Nyasingbe signaled not just protocol but purpose. He called for a renewed Africa-Europe partnership anchored in trust, multilateralism, and youth-driven peace. Chrissy Gray tells us more in this report.
It was a strategic high-level gathering. The arrival of President of the Council for Esazmna Nyasingbe at Luanda Airport set the tone for a meeting where strict protocol and geopolitical stake intersected. In Luanda, Angola, African and European leaders convened for the 7th African Union-European Union Summit. At the heart of discussions was the search for common solutions to security and economic challenges affecting both continents. President of the Council for Esazmna Nyasingbe in his address emphasized the need for a renewed partnership based on trust and shared commitment to lasting peace. According to him, nations can no longer plan their future in isolation. Africa's destiny is deeply linked with Europe's. He also called for a revitalization of multilateralism. In a fragmented world, he argued, international rules must be adapted to better represent the diversity of nations. He advocated for a fairer system capable of preventing institutional vacuums from being filled by power struggles. Another key focus of his speech was the creation of a common peace framework between the African Union and the European Union. Addressing hybrid threats from terrorism and cybercrime to disinformation, he called for a coordinated response centered on population resilience. President of the Council for Esazmna Nyasingbe stressed the central role of African youth, describing them as a key actors in future stability. Training, listening to, and involving young people in decision-making processes, he said, is a strategic investment in lasting peace. In Luanda, he urged leaders from both continents to prioritize cooperation over competition. A stable Africa reduces European vulnerabilities, while an engaged Europe strengthens African sovereignty, he concluded.
And on Tuesday, a validation meeting for the National Education for Sustainable Development Initiative was held in Lomé. The government-led initiative is spearheaded by the Ministry of National Education with support from UNESCO. The objective is to validate the initiative and establish a preliminary roadmap for activities aimed at achieving the sustainable development goals. I'll finish more in this report.
Togo aims to reorient its entire education system to better equip young people to face the challenges of sustainable development. This is the core ambition of the National Education for Sustainable Development (EST) initiative, with a vision set for 2030. After a technical consultation phase led by UNESCO experts, the reference document has been finalized and is now submitted for validation by national authorities and all relevant stakeholders. Priority measures have already been outlined to ensure the program's swift and effective implementation. These include reinforcing the sectoral education plan and integrating ESG across curricula, enabling students to develop the knowledge, values, and skills needed to adopt sustainable lifestyles. For the Ministry of National Education, the initiative arrives at a critical moment and serves as a key lever to accelerate progress towards the Sustainable Development Goals. The ministry also expressed the government's gratitude to UNESCO for its continued commitment to promoting quality education in Togo.
Brought by Kwesi Glay. Universal health insurance in Togo has in recent months been extended to non-salaried workers, yet many potential beneficiaries are still unfamiliar with the scope of the social protection. The National Social Security Fund, the agency managing the insurance, has launched an outreach effort to educate the public, provide information about the program, and encourage people to enroll for the affordable healthcare. The information campaign is currently taking place in the Kara region, and Ahwefano Chugan tells us more in this report.
In Kara, the National Social Security Fund is advancing its nationwide campaign to inform and enroll self-employed workers in the Universal Health Insurance Scheme. Introduced in 2024, it provides comprehensive coverage, consultations, treatment, hospitalization, and medication. Through this awareness-raising campaign, authorities seek to outline the benefits of the scheme and assist informal sector workers with registration. Registration has been simplified through the online platform designed to make the process faster and more accessible. Communities have welcomed the initiative, seeing it as a long-awaited opportunity to access affordable health care and protect their families from unexpected medical expenses. The government encourages informal sector workers to take advantage of the scheme as part of efforts to promote universal access to quality health care and strengthen social protection nationwide.
Healthy minds from the ground up, the National Human Rights Commission took its message directly to the students. On Wednesday, Atiegu High School opened its doors for lively discussions on brain hygiene as the commission empowered young minds with the knowledge and skills to nurture cognitive well-being. Awifan Shigan tells us more in this report.
L'un des droits fondamentaux est le droit à l'éducation. Merci.
This discussion and question and answer session provided an effective platform to educate students about their rights and responsibilities, and most importantly, the significance of taking care of their brains. Through practical advice, interactive exchanges, and shared experiences, the National Human Rights Commission successfully engaged students on issues related to brain hygiene. The session was organized in response to growing concerns. There is a worrying trend in our schools: drug use. Children are increasingly seen on the streets exhibiting behaviors beyond their age, which seriously affect their mental health. Some children, despite their parents' effort and investment, end up in ghettos or on the streets, becoming a loss not only for their families but for the nation as a whole. This is why we decided to visit school directly to discuss brain hygiene and their right to education in relation to this issue. The session helped students understand daily habits and practices to preserve their mental and cognitive health. At the end of the meeting, a set of the National Human Rights Commission manuals was provided to the school. This engagement marks the beginning of a nationwide tour organized as part of the delayed celebration of International Children's Day.
The measles rubella vaccination campaign is continuing actively in Greater Lomé with large numbers of children showing up at health sectors. Authorities say the strong turnout reflects growing awareness among families about the importance of immunization. Kwesi Glay reports.
The measles rubella vaccination campaign is attracting high participation in Greater Lome, where parents continue to turn out in large number to protect their children. At the Adakpame Health Center, mothers arrived early and deterred by rumors circulating in some neighborhoods. According to the facility's management, the high turnout reflects growing awareness among families regarding the importance of measles and rubella vaccination. Health centers have also reinforced procedures to avoid double vaccination, checking children's health card and records. Parents were informed in advance through sensitization efforts and home notices, helping identify those already vaccinated, those not yet covered, and those needing complementary doses. Measles and rubella remains dangerous viral diseases, and vaccination is considered the most effective protection. The nationwide campaign continues until the 30th of November with health facilities across the country ready to receive families and ensure broad coverage.
And we encourage vaccination as there is no cure for the moment, experts say. On the occasion of the delayed celebration of African Road Safety Day, road sector stakeholders and users were educated about new technological innovations that can make travel safer. This initiative, led by the Ministry of Road, Air and Rail Transport, aims to strengthen the protection of road users. Our friend Chugan tells us more in this report.
On Togo's roads, vehicles weave through dense traffic, often narrowly avoiding accidents. Behind this daily flow, the country records between 610 deaths and 9,000 injuries every year. To mark the 14th African Road Safety Day, the Ministry of Road, Air and Rail Transport is raising awareness on the use of new technologies, a way to save lives and transform behavior on the roads.
Nous sommes à l'aide des nouvelles technologies.
With the rise of new technologies and artificial intelligence, the transport sector is also evolving. We are sharing these technological advances with road transport stakeholders and exploring together with them what can be realistically implemented in Togo. Communication with road users remains essential, reminding everyone that road safety is a collective responsibility and that every life counts. During the event, the concept of smart road drew particular attention. These modern approaches turn a simple physical road into a connected network capable of detecting risks, preventing and helping avoid accidents. The government is working to install educational radars. Countdown timers at traffic lights also form part of the smart road system, which will help detect and analyze user behavior on the roads and anticipate potential dangers. Technological innovations support road safety efforts but cannot replace human responsibility. Every road user is therefore required to respect traffic regulations to help build a safer road ecosystem.
And as we draw closer to the end of the year, we encourage everybody to be safe on the road. That brings us to the end of today's edition. Thanks to my wonderful team and to you, cheers viewers, for watching. Stay tuned to our channel for more updates. And remember that with God, nothing is impossible. Have a wonderful evening. See you next month. Goodbye.